Well, hello there, and this is Auntie, and I am coming to you with my review of Smothered, Season 1, Episode 4. Um, what's the name? Three's Company. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for joining the family. And to all of my nieces and nephews who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you all so much for your continued support. Y'all, this particular episode was a filler episode. But we're going to go ahead and get through this mofo, and we're going to talk about these crazy mothers. Again, as I said last week, if you are not watching Smothered, you are missing out on all of the action. I think that this is going to be one of those shows that's going to eventually catch on to the general public. And thank God that, some of you all are watching it right along with me. I also want to say before I get started, if you are having problems with the notification, it's because YouTube has done some personalizations to it. So just make sure that you go out and personalize your the bell, your notifications. And if you want to see all of my videos, just hit, you want to see everything and you want to know as soon as Auntie goes live. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button when you come into the room so that YouTube knows that you are here, and so do I. Y'all, Smothered is it's just like it's off the chain. The stuff that they're doing on this show is just absolutely ridiculous. And being a mom of a 20-year-old child, some of this bullshit that they doing, I could not even imagine myself doing it. We're going to jump into it, okay? So you have this mother, Cher and Dawn. As we all know, Cher is pregnant, okay? She's announced to her mother that she's pregnant, and now it's time for her to go and see a gynecologist. She decides that she's going to bring her mother along with her because the mother's like, it's important for me to go and meet your OBGYN. All right? Now, mama, as we know, is basically a duplicate of her daughter. She was the mother at one time, but now she wants to be the twin sister to the daughter. And so, the daughter is married. She's married to a doctor, and, he seems to be a very successful doctor. She's trying to balance, this pregnancy thing with her husband and with her mother, and there's no need for her to do that, because basically her mother needs to take a back seat to whatever it is that her husband has asked her to take a back seat to. But anyway, I digress. Her mother goes out there with the gynecologist, and of course, before he starts the examination, he wants to know, does she has any questions, about being pregnant, the pregnancy, and all of that kind of stuff. And the mother is jumping in there asking whether or not, she can fly, what happens about, what will happen with the child. Just all these things that are unnecessary for the mother to ask. Okay? Basically, what you need to do is come in there and be a Mimi, because she wants to be a Mimi. Be a Mimi and support your daughter and her husband with this pregnancy. The husband is like, you know what? I know that her and her mother have a weird ass relationship. I know that they ass tight. I know they wear the same clothes like little Barbie dolls. But I will fight my mother-in-law tooth and nail to be able to be a real dad, excuse me, and a real husband in this pregnancy. Okay? Because by all rights, he should. And, she's seeing now that her mother is overbearing. The mother has a fear that, the baby is going to, the mother has a fear that the baby is going to interfere with their relationship, or that they're not going to be close like they used to be. What a selfish, excuse me, way to think about your grandbaby, your unborn grandbaby. She's so worried about losing her daughter, but really you're gaining another child. It's called a grandchild. And so she gets on my nerve. I mean, at the end of the day, she getting on my damn nerve. Like I do, like seriously, Dawn. Whatever. The next couple I want to talk about is Christine, and her mother Kathy. Now y'all remember last week Christine and Kathy had a party for Christine's husband. But the party was really to, hook the daughter up with a man at the party. And so basically there was a guy that was in the party that was, a friend of Christine by the name of Jenny. He was her co-worker, and his name was Vincent. He decided to come to the party because he said they was looking for Italians. He fit the bill. He said, and I'm coming. So he comes to the party and everything, and the two of them hit it off with one another. Now I don't know if this is scripted or not, because it seems to me that it's really, really scripted, because that was the one who got the most airtime. But we're gonna go ahead on and go along with the story. We're gonna go along and get along. So she comes out there and everything, and it's like she talks to her mother and her sister in the morning, because they after the day after the party, they talking about everything, and they talking about the different men that were there. And the daughter comes down, the youngest daughter comes down, and she's like, hey, me and Vinny got a date. And so they was like, oh, okay, well, who you going out with? She wants, she tells them she's going out with Vinny, but she won't tell them who or where they going. And so the sister, decides that because, Corinne, or I think that was her name, Corinne or whatever her name is, she accidentally leaves her cell phone on the table unlocked. Now, if your kids are anything like my kid, they don't accidentally leave no damn cell phone on no table around their parents, friends, or whoever unlocked. Like that just doesn't happen. Like when you put your iPhone down, your S phone down, your Android, I don't care what it is. After a couple of seconds, that motherfucker going on lockdown. And unless you got the thumbprint, the fingerprint, or the damn password, you not getting in the phone. But she gets a text message, and it just so happens that she's out of the room, and they're reading her messages. They find out she's going to a bowling alley on a date. The mom has an issue with it because she feels like she, was involved with the other sister's relationship, so she should be involved with hers as well. But just to me, and it's just my opinion, y'all know I always keep it 100, it seemed like this was staged, because young people don't do that. And for you to be able to go on it and look at the whole message, now I can see if you can, how you get a phone message on your Apple phone or something, you can press that button and you'll see just that message. You don't see the whole message. This bull crap was arranged. So we see that both of them decide that they're going to go to the bowling alley. The mother, they supposed to be like little spies and everything. So Christine has on a whole black outfit. Her mother comes, and she's got one of them kiss outfits. The thing got every color in the rainbow, plus in the Crayola box. Okay, this bitch is walking around looking like a bunch of melted crayons. And so she's like, Mom, why you got this outfit on? This is all loud. We're supposed to be, incognito, and we're supposed to just be looking. And so the mother was like, I wasn't even thinking about that. I just wanted to have this cute little outfit on. So they go to the bowling alley, and it happens that the bowling alley has a second floor. So they go up on the second floor because they're supposed to be spying on her. And in comes the daughter through the door. Okay, she was supposed to have this 4 o'clock date with him. She decided that she wasn't going to have him pick her up at the house, that she was going to meet him there, because she was like, if I want to leave the date, I can go ahead and leave the date. Makes sense to me. Hell, that's what we do. So she's down there bowling and everything, and the mother and them are going back and forth, and Nick Knack, Patty Rack, give a dog a bone. They're going back and forth, and she makes a decision, the mother, to get up, and the daughter was like, go and FaceTime her. So she FaceTimes her. She was like, you don't think she's gonna hear the bowling pins and stuff like that? She's like, no. So the mother FaceTimes the girl. The girl, looks at the phone, and she sees that it's her mother, so she don't pick the phone up. And so, the mother comes back, she falls out the chair, and the chair makes noise, and of course, the daughter, who's down at the bottom bowling with her boyfriend, sees him. She tells her date, Vinny, I'll be right back. She goes upstairs, downstairs and she confronts her mother and her sister about, why they at the bowling alley, that they stalking her and all of this kind of stuff. And so they're like, this is your fault. I came here because you didn't tell me where you was going. You were supposed to tell us. And she's like, ultimately embarrassed by, or supposed to be embarrassed by what the mother and Christine did. Christine is like, I just was following mom, and mom was like, I was following her, and it's your fault, and knick-knack. And Patty Rat give a dog a bone, and she goes back downstairs. After she says what she says to them, she asks them to leave. And so she goes back downstairs and she goes and starts bowling with Vinny. And he's like, what happened? She doesn't tell him about what happened. But when later on, when she confronts both her mother and her sister about the situation, she's like, okay, y'all shouldn't have did this. And the mother is like, it's your fault. You made me do this. To me, the whole thing was scripted and some bull crap. Like, things don't happen the way that they made it appear. Like, it just doesn't. Not in this day and age with smartphones and smart everything. Damn it, you're not going to be a dummy and not have a password on it. Not when you in your 20s. Y'all got to script this a little bit better. Young people don't do this. If you want to get something over on somebody, you want to do it with somebody that ain't never, ever been around teenagers and young people. They lock all this stuff down, okay? Seriously. Keep it 100. Sunshi, we didn't see her this week, but we damn sure saw Mariah and Sarah. If they are not the sickest two people I have seen in my life, this girl is sitting up at the nail shop. She makes a decision that, she's really pissed with her mother because of what the mother did at the little party and everything, right? So, the mother has a conversation with the father and all of that, because he basically had put her on the lip protection because, the mother blew her lips up, took her to Vegas and, just made a complete fool out of her. So she decides that, she needs to go and apologize. She finds out that her daughter's at the nail shop. She goes into the nail shop and says, talks to Mariah, and Mariah tells her, Mom, you basically embarrassed me. I told you that I didn't want to be on display. My lips was all swelled up and everything from getting the shots, even though her girlfriend had already told her that their lips was going to be swollen up, and they ain't believe nothing. They was popping coochies and all of that kind of stuff. But, her lips was swollen, and she was like, I didn't want to be on display like that, and you basically, did something that you wanted to do. And, the mother is going through a midlife crisis. I don't know what the hell she's going through, but she's going through something. And so basically they reconcile their relationship because they really love one another. And, Mariah pulls out her cell phone and she shows her mother, the picture of her lips. And the mother was like, I didn't even realize your lips was like that. Yeah, because she had all that little $2 lipstick on, that little matted up lipstick. Anyway, so make a long story short, the daughter tells her mother that, she's going to be going on a date with somebody online and he's going to be bringing a friend. Now, this your mofo mother, okay? This is her mother. This not her girlfriend from around the way. This is not her girlfriend. She went to high school and junior high school. This is your mother. So what child in their right mind would think, I want my mother to go out on a date with me and a man that I met and his fucking friend, and my daughter's 27 and I'm 47. Like, it just doesn't make sense, the relationship that they have with one another. So the mother and the daughter decide that they're going to go tanning. They're going to tan their bodies because they're going out on this little hot date, and so they're going to tan their bodies. So they go into a little tanning studio, where they do the spray tanning, and they ass naked in front of one another. And so, the mother's like, it's normal for us to be around each other. We don't have a problem being naked around each other. And I'm just like, So the mother got her breasts all up, she doing all kinds of stuff, and they ass naked. Now, like I said, this girl Mariah, the more I look at her, this girl is huge. And I don't mean huge as in, fat and, morbidly obese. I just mean she is tall and like she is a big girl. There's nothing small about her. And they had, you know how they fuzz out the butts and you know, they fuzz everything out. Man, they had two fuzzes on her ass. I just was like, it ain't enough blotching out or fuzzing of the camera for you not to see this girl's big, blown up Brazilian. Like, this bitch got fat off of, you know what? So she's in there with her mother. The lady comes in and like, okay, y'all ladies ready? She's like, you know, I've been doing this for a long time. I ain't never had a mother and a daughter up in here like this. And so, you know, they go on and getting the, you know, the spray. And the lady was like, you know, I got to get the bottom of your butt cheeks. And she like, yeah, she bent over. And I mean, just all that was just, it just wasn't even, for this girl to be 27 years old and have all this cellulite and all this stuff on her body, it's probably because stuff is leaking. I mean, it's so much, it just appears to be so much silicone and so she in there with her mother. They butt naked, getting spray tan. And she's like, you know, when you go out, you know, I don't want to go out and not have no spray tan on me. You know, I feel hot and I feel sexy and I want to go on my date with spray tan. So her and the mother up in there, you know, getting spray tan. But it's like, you know, the mother really, the daughter. Okay. So they get back to the house. They going on this date. Like, this girl is seriously going out on this date with a guy she's never met before in her life. She knows he's her age because I'm sure she looked at the profile. And she's like, Mommy, I want you to go. The mommy comes out with a lingerie outfit. The whole side of her boob is just hanging out of the outfit. And I'm thinking, this is the first time that you are meeting somebody. You don't know who they are, what kind of person you don't know a damn thing about this person, but you coming out with a lingerie outfit with the side boobs. Like, Mommy, why do you have to dress like that? There's nothing wrong with being tapping into your femininity. There's nothing wrong with dressing sexy, but it got to be in the right place at the right time with the right person. And if for her to be going out on a first date with anybody, whether the man's 60 years old or whether he 12, you still should be dressed appropriate. And I'm not saying that lingerie is not sexy for older women, because we do it and we do it well. But for the mother to be having this outfit on and then the daughter co-signing and telling the mother that the look good. So the youngest daughter came in and was like, Mom, what the you got on? And so the mother's like, yeah, you know, I'm going out on a date, you know, with the woo. And so, you know, she's like, Mom, that don't look right. So the mother was already self-conscious because basically if she moved anywhere to, you know, the areola, I mean, like all of it was coming out. Like, seriously, it was going to come out. So the mother wasn't feeling comfortable about it herself. And just because you have a nice shape doesn't mean that you can wear it. And I don't know when we're going to get to the place where we learn what is age appropriate and what is appropriate for us to wear in different situations and circumstances. Like, I can see if she was doing a sneak trip with a man that she already had an established relationship and she had the cute little trench coat on, and when she took the trench coat off, her, you know, all that stuff was showing. So, you know, the youngest daughter's like, Mom, that doesn't look right. You shouldn't have that on. So the mother goes in and she, you know, she's like, yeah, you're right. She goes change the outfit. In the meantime and in between time, the two daughters have a conversation with one another. And this is when she tells her sister that she hooked her mother up with a man that's 27 years old. Bitch, what are you doing? So the daughter's like, did you tell Mom? She was like, no. I told Mom that we was going out, that I was going out and we was going double date. But I didn't tell Mom that, you know, number one, he doesn't know that it's my mother. He doesn't know that it's my old ass mother going with me. Like, what is wrong with Mariah that she thinks that her mom is her best friend like that? So the daughter was like, you need to tell mom so that she doesn't get there. And whoever this dude is embarrasses the dog out of her. Because she needs to know that this man is 27 years old and that he don't know her old ass is coming. And the girl's like, mommy is cute. Mommy's very attractive. But mommy old, bitch. Mommy is old. You already setting yourself up with somebody that you met online. And now you're going to set you and your mother up with somebody you met online? What is wrong with people? So anyway, she decides that she's going to take her mother on this date with these two guys, two black guys that are 27 years old. And she think that they gonna want her old ass mama for nothing other than sex. And frankly, her as well. Her as well. If you go out and you present yourself that way, people are going to treat you, whether it be right or wrong or indifferent, people are going to treat you according to how you present yourself. If you present yourself as a whore and somebody easy, that is how they are going to attempt to treat you. And how can you get mad when you coming out there with a little teeny halter top on and a skirt on with all this blow up filler bull crap in your body? You are going to be treated accordingly. Like, really? And here's the thing. Even though the daughter doesn't have sense, the mother should have sense enough to know that anybody who would date my daughter is too young to date me. Anybody who would look at my daughter's profile would not even blink their eye at me. Period. Now, I've had people say, you look like your daughter. No, I don't look like my daughter. My daughter is very young. She's got that fresh, cute look to her. She looks like a young girl. How the dog fuck am I going to sit at a table with her and another little 20-year-old at the damn table thinking that, I'm fit to be... We're not compatible. We're not from the same generation. Bitch, while he listening to Little Yachty, I'm listening to Shaka Khan. I'm listening to old Luther Vandross. I'm listening to People Bryson. He don't know nothing about that crap. We from total different generations. I am not even old enough to be your mama. I am your mama. I am your mama. So how in the hell am I going to think that I can go out on a date with my child? Whether you birthed him biologically or not, because you that age, bitch, you his mother. Stop it with this. Like, this ain't even funny. It's not entertaining. Well, no, I am a little entertained, but I'm also disgusted. Like, I'm borderline entertained by it and borderline disgusted by this mother who is living it. Like, how is she... Like, I'm going to have to go out and research and see what she's saying out here on social media and how she feels about what she did. Because, sometimes hindsight is 20/20. And I know she probably thought this was going to be a cute show and then they were going to show her in a cute light in her relationship with her daughter. But she looking like a fool out here. And if she's not embarrassed, I'm embarrassed for her. Because these young dudes is going to hurt her feelings live and in living color right on the television screen. They're going to treat her the same way that she has presented herself. Like an old wannabe young girl. Trying to be young. Reliving your life. Boo, be happy where you are. We are seasoned women. We should be happy being seasoned women. I would rather be a seasoned woman, you know what I'm saying, than a fresh piece of steak that ain't got no seasoning on it. Which one you gonna eat? I would prefer to be the woman that I am, with every scar, every flaw, because those scars and those flaws have taught me and have trained me and has brought me to this place in my life where I'm happier than I have ever really been in years. And I wouldn't take nothing for my journey. And I don't want to look back at it. I'm content being the woman that I am. I don't have to relive my life through my daughter. I want my daughter to live her life, do her own thing. I don't have to be young again, as long as I'm young in heart. But the wisdom and the knowledge that I have, you can't buy this shit. You can't replace this. You can't make this up. So in every state that we are in, every age that we find ourselves in, we have got to learn how to embrace who we are. And these women have not embraced where they are. I don't know where the breakdown, damn it, is. What the hell happened? And then as a mother, to see your daughter, trying to be happy and to live her best life, and you not encourage that and stand on the backside, bitch, you already had your life. You've already lived your life. We should want to see our children be happy and do everything in our power to make them happy, not to try to outshine them, not to be their competition, not to be their best friend. I enjoy mothering my child. I enjoy guiding my child when their ass listens, because they go through the stage where they think they know more than you. But I enjoy where I am. And I enjoy that relationship with her. And I never could go out on a date with my child. I can't even drink with my child. I can't party with her. I can't do I don't want to hear that stuff she listening to. I don't. I've been there and I've done that. And now it's my job to be a guide, to be a light, and to be an example. And this bitch is going to get ready to go to a restaurant and sit down with her old ass with a 27-year-old little boy. And that's what's Smothered. Again, I felt like this was a filler episode. Maybe it'll get a little bit better, next week. It wasn't like it wasn't good. It just wasn't filled with a whole lot of stuff that didn't seem like it was just filler to me. If I had to rate this particular episode, I would rate this one a C-. I would absolutely rate this one a C-. Because, if you're going to give it to us raw, raggedy, and okay. But anyway, thank you all so much for being here. Thank you all so much for watching this review. It's going to get better. It's still a good show. And I found out through looking at this show that it's teachable. It gives you the opportunity to be able to teach. Okay, and maybe these moms are looking, and maybe they are embarrassed about what they've seen on the screen, because I know I would have been. If I decided that I was going to do a reality show like this, I would be so in a place of regret that I did this. If that was my behavior, if I'm going out with a 27-year-old, like this is pushing the envelope. But let's see how it ends next week. I think it's going to be comedic, and we're going to be able to come out here and have a good time. But for this one right here, y'all, this was disgusting. Thank you all again so much for being here. Thank you to my moderators. I am so thankful for you all. I know that people have been asking me about Little Women of Atlanta. And I will be trying to catch up on that. I'm just going to kind of group that together, y'all. So give me an opportunity to really look at it. I didn't even look at the episode with the wedding. I did look at the episode with last week where, basically the child took the boy back. And I knew that. I mean, we knew that this was, I think that the reason why I don't really like to do Little Women of Atlanta, because I feel like it's so scripted. Like the music thing took me out. Like this fake music career, it took me out. It took me out. So I really don't have an interest in doing Little Women of Atlanta, because I don't like it when you try to make a fool out of me. I don't like it. I don't like it. To everybody who follows me on Auntie's Advice channel for women, hopefully my photographer is back in town and I can start doing that. I will come out tomorrow and have like a little chit chat with you all, but it's a lot of videos that I do want to make, and hopefully I'll have the time to make it. So tonight I'm gonna come out and I'm gonna just talk to you. We just gonna chit chat for a few minutes on my other channel, Auntie's Advice channel for women, and then we gonna take our asses to bed because Mary tired, I'm tired, Josie tired, and y'all probably tired. Love you all to pieces. Again, thank you so much for being here. Bye, y'all. Mwah.